Hey everybody, my name is Russ and that is Lauren. Welcome to our latest reaction video. We get a lot of requests for Elvis videos on the channel, which is just fine by me because I love Elvis. We are going to watch a clip of, it's kind of a montage of a bunch of different things, but it's put to Tiger Man and Mystery Train and Tiger Man, which is a song Elvis was opening with a lot in concert in Las Vegas. Stick around afterwards for us to talk about the video more, but I will tell you this going into it. I've always said if they ever invent a time machine, I'm going back in time to see Elvis in Las Vegas. And I could show anybody this clip as to why, and anybody would be like, oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
okay.
I totally get it. So here we go.
Train arrived, 16 coaches long. Train
Did not know how to spell it until just now.
16 coaches long.
I agree, lady.
Well, that long black train got my baby and gone. Train, coming on down the bend. Train, coming on round the bend. Well, it's taking my baby, it ain't gonna do it. Well, I'm the king of the jungle, they call me the tiger. I'm the king of the jungle, they call me the tiger. But if you cross my path, you take your own life in your... Well, I get up on a mountain and I call my mountain. Well, I get up on a mountain and I call, whoa, my mountain. My black cat comes running and the hound dog take it away. Well, I get up on a mountain and I call my mountain. Well, I get up on a mountain and I call my mountain. My bear cat comes a running and the hound dogs take it way back, way back, way back.
So, first of all, that's how the concert opens. And then you have like another hour and a half or 2 hours to spend with Elvis.
Yeah, this is the kind of performance that from virtually anybody else you would be saying to yourself, well, where do we go from here?
Right. But
But
then
not-
Elvis is like, well, we're going.
We're going.
Second of all, and I know we've talked about this, or actually I should mention this once. So now you know why anytime we're ever in the car and if you ever say like put that way back or if way back, and I always go way back, way back. It's because of absolute, no one can say the words way back around me without me doing that, as you know.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. This is what it comes from.
Way back.
Yeah, way back. We'll circle back to the Elvis of it all in a second. His band is so infinitely more talented than most people around today. Like that solo from James Burton is grossly good. And I had a friend of mine say to me one time, when he really listened to Madison Square Garden for the first time, and you can hear it in the fills in this, Ronnie Tutt's doing like heavy metal drumming
Yeah.
on this. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, it's insane to me. And then, do you have any thoughts to share about the sheer animal magnetism and or charisma on display?
Well, yeah, I do. Thank you.
The floor is yours.
The floor is mine. Thank you. So what's interesting is, at this time, Elvis was not a new entity,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so you get people that just think just 6 years before this, when the height of like Beatlemania
Mm-hmm.
and girls are freaking out, screaming, doing all this same thing. These people are even older than that,
Yeah.
and they are freaking the heck out. And
Go ahead.
it speaks to like I could do a whole thing on this, and like women and pop stars and like just the wildness that goes along with that kind of fandom.
Right.
But like Elvis was the blueprint for
Oh,
that. He
yeah.
was absolutely the like. Nobody was screaming for Bing Crosby.
Well, never mind.
No, I know,
But,
but you know what I
yes.
mean.
Yep.
Like this. There,
No,
nobody
yeah.
before him did, and
And the controversy at the time was always, you know, like, oh, he's doing that on purpose. He's being, and like, no, you can tell by looking at him. It's literally the spirit moving him.
he feels it, and then they, by association, feel it. Right.
So the only other thing I was going to mention, and you reminded me of this, was back in the late 90s and the early 2000s, at least here in America, they did a couple of very small tours or short-lived tours where they had Elvis's band play and Elvis was on film behind them. I'm certain anybody watching this video has probably seen it, but I had the good fortune to see that show 3 different times in a couple of different cities. And one of the shows that we saw was in a theater where it was like a 6,000 seat theater. So we were up in the balcony. And when he was doing things like that on screen, there were women who were like 19 years old who were screaming like he was there. Like, not ironically, not to be funny. Like, they were literally like, and you could tell they had all come with their parents to the show or whatever. And he kicked in, and all of these women were just like, oh my God. Like, and I was like, oh, they're doing the thing, you know, like, because we could see them from the
there's
balcony.
just something. There's just something about it.
There's nobody, no one
you
has ever matched this guy in charisma.
And like still like to this day, I could show something from this to like my college students, and I guarantee at least 2 of the girls and maybe some of the boys would be like, oh.
Oh, for sure. And like I said at the top of the video too, if anybody was to ever say to me, like, I just don't get like why you're such a big Elvis fan, like this is the clip I would show them and be like, that you just saw all of it, you know? And like, if you don't at least understand why I think he's amazing, then like we're all done here.
I can't help you.
Yeah. You know, yeah. Like there's no helping you. So this is our latest reaction. We have done a lot of Elvis stuff on the channel before. So if this is your first time seeing us, please go back, check out the Elvis stuff. And actually, I always say this to people too, like, cause we get people that tune in for certain artists that we do reactions of, like, please go and watch other reactions too. Not because I'm like, oh, I want to make sure we get a higher view count. But to check out other artists and other songs as well. I bet if you love Elvis, there's probably a lot of other stuff on the channel we've done that you would like as well. And hopefully fans of other artists are checking out these Elvis videos as well. So if you have any suggestions for any other Elvis stuff you want, please drop it below. We get a lot of requests and we do what we can. So, you know, if we don't get to it, it's not against anything personal. It's just we only put out 1 reaction a week, and we cover a lot of different artists. So we still would love the comments and the suggestions, though. So thanks for stopping by. If you would please hit the like button on your way out, because that helps the channel grow. That is Lauren. My name is Russ. And as we always say, thank you so much for watching.